What's up, guys? Thomas Malcho here from trainfully.com. In this video, I'm going to show you an exercise that when executed correctly and placed into an organized exercise continuum can add 15 to 30 yards off the tee and 5 to 10 yards to each of your irons. All right, guys. Now, when it comes to increasing distance, clubhead speed is actually not the most important variable. Clubhead acceleration is, because when you accelerate the clubhead, you cause the club shaft to flex. And when the club shaft is flexed, it's stressed. A stressed club shaft is the secret to hitting a golf ball far because it can resist the opposing force of the ball at impact, which means you'll get more compression of the ball, and the more compression you get, the farther the ball will go. Okay, so I want you to focus on acceleration, not speed. In fact, you're better off with a slower swing that's accelerating through impact than a faster one that's already reached full speed. Because once you've reached full speed, the club shaft ceases to flex. And if the club shaft isn't flexed at impact, it will bend when the ball is struck, absorbing impact energy and cushioning the blow. Now, when it comes to flexing the club shaft, any amount of acceleration will do, but the more acceleration you can generate, the farther the ball will go. But here's the rub. In order to generate a lot of acceleration, your muscles will have to generate a lot of force. The amount of force that a muscle can generate depends on two factors. One factor is the number of motor units recruited. Each muscle is made up of motor units. And when you move, your nervous system recruits a certain number of motor units within each muscle. The more motor units that are recruited within a given muscle, the more force that muscle can generate. The second factor is the rate at which those motor units fire, which is called firing rate. The higher the firing rate, the more force that muscle can generate. Now, the relative contributions between recruitment and firing rate vary depending on the activity. When it comes to fast movements like the golf swing, firing rate is most important. So we're going to direct our efforts towards increasing the firing rate of your muscles. And this is one of my favorite exercises for doing that. All right, guys, so this is gluteus maximus reactive activation. With reactive activation exercises, we're challenging a muscle to eccentrically decelerate and stabilize either our body weight or a medicine ball through a full range of motion and at a high velocity. So I want you to start with your feet directly under your hips. We'll place your hands on your hips so that they can't help you balance, because remember, this is about stabilization as well. So your hands on your hips. We're going to take a small hop forward, landing softly on your heels, and then slowly roll to the rest of your foot and stabilize. So you're going to hold the landing for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay? So it will look like this. And we're trying to land as softly as possible, trying to be as quiet as we can, okay? And notice I stick the landing. What I don't do is pull back and stand back up. If you do this, you're not going to get the effect that we're looking for. You have to challenge the gluteus maximus to stabilize you as well. Okay, so again, hands on your hips. Now we can progress this from going from both feet to single leg. Okay, now in that case, we would jump off one foot and land on the other. And when you're doing the single leg landing, you have to really focus on not letting the knee cave in. So we want to keep the foot, knee, and hip in alignment. So from the front, it will look like this. Okay. Now, the gluteus maximus has an oblique angle, which means it doesn't just pull in the sagittal plane, but the transverse plane as well. So the next progression would be to add in a rotation. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll start facing this way. We'll jump off of one foot, turn and rotate and land on the heel facing that way. And remember, this exercise is challenging the leg that we're landing on. So in this case, it's my right leg. So my right glute is the one that we're working on in this example. All right, so those exercises force the gluteus maximus to fire in a more timely manner, which means we're increasing the firing rate of the gluteus maximus. So we start bilateral, 2 feet, progress to single foot, and then progress to single foot with rotation, 1 to 3 sets of 12 to 20 repetitions. All right, guys, so the big lesson today is clubhead acceleration is more important than clubhead speed. And to increase clubhead acceleration, we should focus our attention on increasing the firing rate of your muscles. Reactive activation exercises, like the ones I've shown you in this video, are a safe and effective way to do that. Now, for best results, you could perform these exercises after the ball bridge and before the box jump, 2 exercises I've covered in previous videos. If you're looking for a golf fitness program that shows you step by step how to increase the firing rate of all the primary muscles for the golf swing, you can find it over at trainfully.com. As a kinesiologist and human movement specialist, I use a scientifically proven exercise continuum to increase both firing rate and recruitment. In fact, most people who complete the Train Fully program add 15 to 30 yards off the tee and 5 to 10 yards to each iron. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, and as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.